Hello everyone, how's it going? It's that trans guy Ben, and we are here now for the penultimate episode of Killing Eve. We've got a double, we've got the penultimate and the final. It was a double over here in the UK. They put them both together. I don't know if they did that everywhere else, but they've done it over here. I'm wearing the my finale t-shirt, you know, the classic Villaneve kind of t-shirt, so you know, that she wore back in season 2, I think, at the hospital. She stole it from the kid, didn't she? So yeah, wearing that in her honor. Yeah, I'm excited to get into these last 2 episodes, but but I would be a lot more pumped if some hadn't spoilt the finale for me on Twitter yesterday before it even aired. So yeah, I know what happens in the last 2 minutes. So yeah, I was like, shall I tell him? Shall I not? No, I'll tell him. You know, I don't like to lie, and I'm not going to be able to lie when it happens. Yeah, I know how it ends, and I'm kind of bummed. You know, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm kind of bummed, and I want to watch it, but at the same time I don't, because I'm like over it. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to see if it comes about in a good way, but at the same time, I expected it. But yeah, you know, obviously I don't know the whys and the wherefores. As soon as I saw it, you know, I scrolled past, went off Twitter, didn't go back on again. But I was just so bummed out for the rest of yesterday. This was about 14-15 hours before it even aired in the UK. So yeah. And a fellow reactor as well. Bad form. But hey, you know, whatever. Shit happens. Maybe I shouldn't have got on Twitter, or I should have blocked the words or whatever. But I don't know. So yeah, I'm bummed. I'm bummed because I know the at least the outcome. A outcome, if not the big outcome. And again, it's a expected outcome, but I'm still bummed. So part of me is just like, oh, I can't be fucked. But I'm going to, because I wouldn't do that to you, and I want to make my own mind up about it and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to give you the lowdown on that. That's maybe why I'm just not quite as, you know, hyped for it. Because it's expected. The season that's happened, it's expected. But hey, we've got a whole nother episode anyway before it, and you know, yeah. Let's see what happens. Let's keep an open mind. But making dead things look nice. That's probably Villaneve. That's probably Villaneve saying that to the girl, innit? Gunner. Something like that. But I don't know whether I'll catch it or not. But yeah. I'm gonna go into this. I'm gonna enjoy it. Whatever happens. Well, I know what happens. But I'm gonna enjoy it however it happens. Well, I won't enjoy it, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna try and enjoy it, and just not think about the ending until it comes. Oh shit! And maybe hope we get at least a bit of Villaneve before then. You know, before they rip us away from us. But let's see. Open hearts, open minds. But fuck this show this season as well. Right. Okay. Guns Island. Oh, it is Gun. All right. I thought it was Gunner. I can never know what this girl's name is. Making friends. What is she doing? Oh, it's that Gun doing that.
What are you going to do to him?
Fillet him.
Christ. Damn. Alright, Gun. Even Villaneve's like, fucking hell.
Officially unlocked by unofficial means. You don't need this, you know. You completed the mission.
And now that Helen's dead, now what?
Now you have to find a new ordinary.
Yeah, but there's still 12 members left, or one?
Outside, 10. Something sparkly.
All right.
I still don't know about him. I don't know if he's going to turn, but he seems he's actually... I've gone to thinking he's okay. And he is just part of the team.
Don't get hit. This is a very difficult song.
You're a very good singer.
Push it down. Push it down.
This is a tune.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, damn. Shit. Nico and Bill. Oh, she sung this before. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, what was her name? Oh, shit. Saw the team. Damn. Woo. Shit. She lost lost too much. Oh, it's good they were able to get the actors back for that. Oh, what was her name? The girl from the first season. She didn't die though. She's still alive. They're all still alive apart from Bill. But she's lost, didn't they?
Moving on, no matter how difficult, that is always a choice.
Well, what if I can't? What if I don't want to?
Yeah, I think that's the bigger question.
Whatever you do next, you can choose.
At least I hope it ends well for Eve.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
No, it don't for someone else, but I hope it, you know, she gets something out of it, if anything.
I don't want a life insurance. I never had a PPI, and I'm not interested in double placing.
Screw you.
Karina?
I'm afraid
Oh,
your boss got me out.
Helen?
But hey, maybe if I work for the 12, you'll finally pay attention to me.
oh God, we're faffing about with her now, are we? With an episode left. Oh Christ. M16 pub.
My apologies, Vlad. My suggestion is that I leave you our anorak friend to take back to Russia in my place. Meanwhile, I'll make my way back to London and face what needs to be faced.
Don't know where they're going with Carolyn. She eating leaves. That's a cool code.
Is that what you shot me with?
This is probably very boring for V, isn't it? I don't see this going on long. She'll want like the nice things. Well, she would want the nice things.
You said you needed help.
Yeah.
Damn, she's wired.
What does help look like to you?
Do you know I used to be married?
Yeah, she used to be the normal, everyday
I just watched
person.
a woman bleed to death and killed a man.
I can't.
I did don't worry, it was awful, like really awful. I wanted to kill him, so I did. I wanted Villanelle gone, and now she's gone.
Yeah.
What does it matter if the cells keep dividing and it's endless?
True.
All we can do in life is try to find
Oh,
some
hey,
joy
damn.
in the little things.
I think Sandra Oh gets the Emmy this year, if any of them are getting it. She's had a bit more to do, I think.
But the most important thing you can do right now is go to the people that love you, who understand you.
There's only one person. Only one person knows that.
Drink? It's moonshine.
V is bored, isn't she? She's giving me Daryl Hannah vibes, this woman, like Daryl Hannah from Kill Bill.
When I was young, my entire village in France was wiped out by poison water source.
Helena offered me that and gave me this island. You got this island?
Oh, yes. But I realized not long ago
That Ellen was just using me.
what poisoned the water in your village. About 3 gallons of sodium cyanide.
Damn. Shit. Oh, she did it. Carolyn. Oh, right.
Sorry about your hand. What is this?
Where did you get that?
It's Helen's. Long story.
I swear to God, your women will be the death of me. It's a postcard. Method of communication. The 12 has gone digital.
So they don't know she's dead yet.
Oh, shit.
Helene's dead?
Yeah, oh, okay. So now he knows. He might be able to get out.
You should find Villaneve. She can help you out with this.
She doesn't want to see me.
She always wants to see you.
Whatever you're gonna do, Eve, don't do it alone.
Are these two hooking up? Get you some, V. Not the person we wanted, though. Not the person. But oh well. As long as she's living, getting a life. Constantine. Damn, he's celebrating. I've got a feeling his daughter's gonna kill him. She's gonna kill someone. Pam, maybe. Villanelle.
You're leaving.
Is he gonna give her a chance to get out? I hope so.
I'll protect you.
Why would you do this for me?
Because the 12 will make you do terrible things. You're so much better than the life that's planned for you.
Oh, so he's like adopting her sort of thing.
I promise. Everyone I ever worked for has been one step away from killing me. Fear is in my blood. When I'm not scared, then I'm scared.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't want to live like that. I don't want you to either.
I think it's a bit late. He's too deep. Oh.
I'll always be grateful to you for helping me start a new life.
Oh, I don't trust this. Is she gonna kill him? Oh, man. Yep. Shit. Fuck. Oh, man.
Yeah.
She's dead.
She's dead, man. You didn't have to do this.
Oh, man. Fuck's sake.
Why did you tell me? Why didn't you tell me? Oh God, please.
No.
I have a letter in my bag.
Oh, man.
Bring it to Karen Martins for me. And tell her I always loved her.
No. Oh, man.
So proud of you.
Oh, my heart. Oh. I mean, yeah. I don't know if any of them are getting out of this, to be honest with you. Oh, fucking hell. Alright. Just be sure. Gets that over with a bit quicker, I suppose. Round of applause for Constantine. Great character. Great character. Oh, man. Oh, what a way to go. So what about his daughter, then? Is she just hanging about? She's gonna... Oh, bloody hell. She's laid him out in a funeral. Oh, yeah, of course she would. Of course she would. R.I.P. Constantine. He was a good character. I like Constantine. Oh, Pam, what a mess. She hadn't got involved in all this in the first place. In fact, she didn't even need to do that. Can she get away with this guy now, though? Or is she just in too deep? Oh, here we go.
Is that my boat?
Needed firewood.
Oh, shit. Need firewood. There's about 50 million trees around you. She's the one normally doing the hair smelling. She's like, I'm not sure about this one.
So what happens to you now that Helene's dead?
I'm working for the 12, not Helen.
I'm leaving.
Why?
I'm done with them. I'm going to kill as many of them as I can. I'm going to need my stuff.
If you threaten my way of life, Villanelle, I will rip you apart slowly.
If you can catch me.
Oh, shit. Oh, Christ. Oh shit. Oh, oh shit. Okay, so that was episode 7. I forget what it was called, and I think I missed what if she said it. I think V said it at some point. I'm sure she did. Yeah, we've lost Constantine. You know, is kind of the big thing to take from that one. Maybe Carolyn might get out, but I don't know. Carolyn, I'm not quite sure. They've kind of, she's been a bit backwards and forwards this season. She's not really. I think they might be getting rid of Carolyn. Yeah, I think Eve's the only one of our originals that's going to make this away. Again, you know, I'm excited to get into this next episode, but I know how the very last 2 minutes kind of end, or at least what happens, you know, the outcome. I don't know how it comes about, but I know it's happening. But yeah, it was a decent episode. It was all right. It was I don't know. I don't know with this season anymore. I mean, so many minds about it. I think for what the season's become, I think it was a good episode. I'd be absolutely gutted if, you know, from like going from the quality of season 1 and 2 and a bit better season 3, you know, than this, but it's meeting up to the quality of the season, if that makes sense. Like, I'm expecting it. I'm expecting these outcomes and how they're happening, you know. We'll see, you know. We'll see what happens in this last episode. But yeah, I'm not going to go on too much this episode because I'll do kind of a big thing at the end. So I'm going to go pretty much straight into the final episode now and, yeah, get this series completed. So this is episode 8 of season 4, the very, very final episode. Yeah, it's a bit bittersweet. You know, this hasn't been the best season in the world, in my opinion. But anyway, I'm going to go into this with an open mind. And like I say, I don't know how she dies. I just know she dies and she's not, you know, she's not making it. You know, that I'm kind of actually a little bit grateful for, I suppose, now that I'm prepared for. Especially if they're going to get my hopes up a bit for a few minutes. But, yeah, it's been a really fun show, and I've really enjoyed it, and I've enjoyed reacting to it all, and, you know, I've had a blast, and with you lot, you know, with everyone watching, you know, that's watched since the beginning, it's been a good laugh, you know, and it's a fun show, and it's become a little bit of a, I won't say parody of itself, but, you know, yeah, the quality's dipped over the last couple of seasons, but I still enjoy these 2 main characters especially. So, yes, to Eve, to Villaneve, may we get something. Anyway. Oh, nice. Go, Eve. She didn't need saving. Oh! What the hell? How the fuck did she get out that tree? She's not exactly inconspicuous. Oh, damn! Go on, Eve. Bloody hell.
Hey!
They're just going to chill and
Watching that?
have a nice conversation now.
I know where they are. Well, where they will be. And we don't have much time.
But you steal phones from corpses now.
You want this as much as I do.
Oh no, she's not dead. Oh my god. This is like some battle royale shit. I'm not gonna finish the job. I suppose she can't get off the island, can she? Alright. That was a bit that was like Kill Bill again, where she's blind and you're not sure whether she's going to live or die. I assume she'll die. Starvation or something, she can't see.
You're angry. I'm angry. You're hurt. I'm hurt. That is life, and we're running out of time. So you need to stop pouting and being a suckface and get on with it.
Oh shit.
Oh my god, oh my god, stop it, are you kidding me?
What was that? What the hell? He just picked her up and spun her around. Hey, Bobby, Google it.
So, how did you guys meet?
Yeah. Long story.
Oh, she stalked me. Drove my husband away. Left me with nothing.
She stalked me.
How about you two?
They're not even conspicuous anymore, are they?
Well, Maggie gave me a kidney. We are bound together forever.
That's true, babe.
Oh, my Bubba.
Yeah. They've got their scars, I suppose. Different kind of scar, but same kind of. I get what they're going with there.
I think you love the unsavory. You get off on the lying and the sneaking around and the little nod to somebody on a Monday morning that gets somebody 1,000 miles away killed. Aren't you even a tiny bit ashamed of yourself?
Unplug the listening devices.
Oh, yeah. She's too smart for you, mate.
All of them.
Yeah.
That's the lot.
Your nice new girlfriend from the home counties, Melanie. Is actually a Russian agent from Vladivostok.
Bollocks.
Oh, we've seen a lot of those too. You really have hit her with a deluge of penis portraits. Would you bring in my bags before you...
Well done, Carolyn. Got rid of him.
I think I might kill them. I think I might help you.
Do you guys want me to read your tarot?
Hers is going to be the death card in it or something.
The Tower. That speaks of chaos and destruction in your past. Think of why that might be?
Do my future.
Oh, the sun.
The Sun.
The sun.
That's one of the best cards you can get. The Sun is magnificent and holy.
Oh, yeah.
Do my future. Don't shove the sun.
Well,
Let's go.
I can do you a free card reading too.
I don't want that. I just want the future.
Death. Oh, she got death. Villanelle's like, never mind, mate.
They're just cards, Eve. There's no such thing as fate.
Really? What's this then?
You're a lot today.
I'm a lot every day.
One of her organs is inside of him and they still can't piss in front of each other.
Hey, are you two okay sharing a sleeping bag?
Putting her arm around her. Oh, no.
What are you doing?
I won't say a scar. Shit. Oh my god. It's gonna happen. Oh god, I know they're gonna give us this and then...
Shall we steal their stupid campers?
Yes.
So they're on the move. Oh man.
Feed me one, will you, honey?
See, we could have had this. We could have had so much more of this. I knew they were just going to give this to us last episode. Vibing to some acres. Oh. Oh my god.
Can I use this?
This had better be good.
Constantine's dead. I killed him. He wanted me to tell you he always loved you. And to give you this.
She looks tired.
Wait.
She gonna help? I want to know what the letter said. Or maybe it was just confirming that. Or did he kill Kenny after all? I still think he might have, but...
Emotions or feelings, as people apparently like to call them nowadays, are at best an inconvenience and at worst a total scourge on one's freedoms. Guilt and shame especially. This reminds me of my daughter. So tranquil and serene.
Is she?
Oh, alive and well, just supremely irritating.
Yeah. Good old Geraldine. Okay. As you do. Okay. That looks cool. That's a good shot. Yeah. That's a really good shot. They're pissing next to each other. I love it. Woo! No. Oh. Oh, I can't believe they're doing this to us. Damn. Fucking finally. Finally. Oh. I can't feel it because I know what's coming. So I'm not letting myself feel it. I'm kind of glad. I'm kind of glad I know what's coming. Oh, man. Oh, bless him. Slapped her ass as well. Pull over. Pull over and get your laugh. The barn swallow. M16's pup. Oh shit.
How are you?
I'm Miss Havana.
Me too.
Whatever muck you intend to sling, please spare me.
Actually, I wanted to thank you.
How disconcerting.
If you hadn't spotted me in that meeting the morning after Bill's karaoke party, I wouldn't even be here.
One of the great unspoken truths of life, Eve, is that people behave exactly as you expect them to. You're about to embark on some mad endgame.
And you are gonna race me to it even though you know deep down you don't have an excuse anymore.
You knew who killed Kenny. You just pretended not to, so you could keep playing the game.
Oh.
But now I'm going to behave
maybe it was
exactly as you'd expect me to. And do something different.
What does that mean?
I'm sorry about Constantine.
Oh shit, does she
He's
not?
dead?
Oh.
Russia is foolish.
Oh. Oh, she looks generally upset. Oh, why did that hit me more than anything so far this episode? They did have a good bond.
Finally, the head honchos of the 12 in one room. You can have this one, Eve. With my blessing.
It's always been mine.
Okay.
Feeling homesick?
Surprisingly, yes. But you don't go back to MI6 empty-handed.
Whatever Eve and Villanelle are gonna do, it's happening.
You can't win the game unless the game is on, can you?
Who are you loyal to?
Even loyalty is a dubious virtue, except when it's to me. Now, let's not pussyfoot around. Do you want the job?
No.
Oh, fair play. Don't know where that puts Carolyn in with it all, but... Oh my god, look how they've shown up.
Are you Nazi girl?
Nazi girl?
Yes.
Oh no.
Distract them.
She's just walking about, chilling, no one questioning her. Oh. She's going to blow the boat up or something. Oh, she's going to say something from the heart now, isn't she?
Are a lot
of work. They require effort. And you will have tough times. Sometimes you'll feel like you're losing your way, and sometimes you'll feel like you're losing each other. But the beauty in your relationship will be found in the ways you reunite.
Oh, they're playing this song. Song from the bridge. Oh shit! She's having this lovely moment, and
You may now kiss the groom.
brilliant. That was it. Oh shit!
Hello, losers.
Oh yeah, it was V. Is V gonna do it all single-handedly? Gabe. Oh shit. Oh damn. All over in a little campy montage. That's well. Go on, V. Oh, nice shot. Is that it? She got everyone? What's with the Elvis lip quiver? How long's left? I can't relax. 42, yeah.
I did it, Eve.
Don't you mean we did it?
Yeah, but mostly me.
How's it gonna happen? That's the only question that remains. Oh shit. It's gonna be Constantine's kid, isn't it? Has he gotten both? Oh no, just two. Oh shit. Oh. Oh shit. Oh wow. Beautiful shots. But fuck. Who is it? Carolyn? From the same bridge. So I think the point of that is she can do it. I can't feel it. I'm sorry. This is just shit. It is absolute shit house of an ending. But oh man.
Jolly good.
Okay. Sure. Who did it though? I wonder. Maybe it don't matter. Maybe it don't matter who did it. So it's just not gonna stop, is it? Just, it's not the ending. I guess that's the point. Fuck me.
Just as I thought. Trash.
Fucking hell. That was a load of old shit, really, wasn't it? To be honest with you. In my humble opinion. Just my opinion. Yeah, pretty shithouse ending. To a pretty shithouse season. For me. Right, alright, yeah. I'm gonna collect my thoughts. Because if I do it now, I'm just gonna be too angry and I'm not gonna appreciate the stuff that should be appreciated. Because I'm just too, like... I generally can't be asked. As soon as I found out yesterday about the ending, I predicted in my mind a lot of how this would come about. I pretty much saw it, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna collect my thoughts for an hour or so, and and prepare to do my sort of final end of series kind of analysis, and and like I say, I don't want to rush into it all now, so I'm just too yeah. Okay, so it is a little while later. It's a couple of hours later. I've had some food and I've had a think, and I've written my thoughts down and that sort of thing, and yeah, giving myself time to calm down. And I've only wound myself up more. Yeah, nah, that season wasn't it for me. That ending wasn't it for me. It just sums up a poor season. It had its moments. It had potential there, but overall, I think from season 1 it has gone 1, 2, 3, 4. It's dipped. For me, obviously, these are all my personal opinions, by the way. Yeah, if you loved it, by the way, you might not want to hear any of this. If this was the ending, the absolute brilliant ending and written season for you, you're not going to want to hear any of this. But, yeah, it just didn't deliver for me. So, right, well, let's have a little look. I've wrote down some sort of positives and negatives. There are some positives. So, as always, this is always a common theme. The cinematography and the acting, both are always on point. The cinematography is always so well shot. I love that shot. I think it was in episode 7, with Pam and Carolyn, sort of in the river, and there were lots of really nice shots. I thought the black and white stuff was shot really nicely, and lots of bits and pieces. And the locations are always nice. But yeah, it's always top notch, and obviously the acting's always on par. Considering what they were given, the main 4, I always give them props. They carry the show. They carried this season. I wouldn't, in the hands of anyone less capable, if I hadn't grown to love these characters, I would have given up episode 2. I said it. This isn't doing it for me, but I'm going to stick with it because I like V and I like Eve, and even though it doesn't feel like them, I'm going to stick with it. Regretting that decision a little bit. Anyway, right, more positives before we get there. So I like I've mentioned, I like the background on the 12. I really like the flashback scenes, and I wish they'd done that a little bit earlier and maybe spliced those kind of, hinted at us. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go into it in the negatives about the 12 and kind of the pacing with that throughout the show as a whole. But yeah, I wish we'd actually got more of that in previous seasons. Not a lot, not something every episode, but every so often, if they were just bringing a story together. Another positive, the pace. I not necessarily what was going on in terms of pace, but I think it flowed quite nicely. We didn't linger too much with things. Maybe sometimes we should have, and there were a lot of stuff they could have cut. But just in terms, not necessarily what was happening, but just the flow of how it was happening, I thought was okay. And I don't know if it's necessarily a positive or whatever, but there was a lot more kind of gore and blood, and it was a bit more kind of like, ooh, this season than it's been previous, with Eve tearing out her eyes, and what was, there were lots of other little bits and pieces, maybe a little bit unnecessarily at times, and obviously V at the end there with, doing a kind of Kill Bill, Tarantino montage of killing the 12, I think it was maybe a show that called for maybe a bit more gore sometimes, and we didn't always get it. And I do kind of like the Tarantino type direction. It did have a very Kill Bill vibe towards the end, those last sort of 3 or 4 episodes. Which, yeah, if I'm gonna kind of trying to pick at something to find positives, that'll be a positive for me. And then a kind of last little positive, which I'm, a little kind of. A little storyline that was going on. I'm glad kind of Pam got out. It cost Constantine his life, but if I'm going to take any kind of positive in terms of storyline, it'll be Pam's little subplot. But again, that will lead me on to a negative in a moment. But yeah, if I'm going to kind of pull anything out of it, I'm glad she kind of got out of it. Right, all right, let's get the negatives done. We got to get on to that, right? So yeah, the big negative, in big capitals, the writing. Yeah, it just wasn't up to snuff for me. I think yeah, I don't want to, I don't like to kind of target creators and stuff. As a creator myself, it's horrible if someone's like, oh, that's shit or whatever, but it just wasn't. I think I will go on to it again in a minute, but I think this show has really suffered, especially these last 2 seasons, for the change of writers. This is a show, depending what you're going to do, if you're going to tell a consistent story, which hasn't been done, it just hasn't been done, because they change the writers, I think, every season. And the show, I think, especially this season, has just suffered for it. I don't even know if she watched the end of episode 8, just the time shift and the complete, going into episodes 1 and 2, and just the complete change of character and how they interact with each other between Eve and Villanelle. It's like the bridge scene didn't happen, and there's just no explanation for it. Nothing. Not even one line. Like, what did they do? What happened? Did they go, have some chips or something? Like, did they just You know, it's awful. It's so poor. I literally, you know, when after episode 2, when I sort of said, oh, okay, I'm not sure about this, and then it was, you know, that was a big part of it. They just felt like we'd gone back to kind of end of season 2 almost, like season 3 didn't happen, and you know, even though I don't hype up season 3 much more than season 4, to be honest with you, we at least had some good what's the word I'm looking for, progression for Villanelle. You know, she learned some lessons, and character development, that's what I'm looking for. You know, she learned some lessons, and she learned that she didn't like it, etc., etc., and she wasn't into this life anymore, and, you know, we got a lot for Villanelle. That was just shat on those first 2 episodes, in all honesty. It was just absolutely, you know, and then the Villaneve and their development, you know, that's the scene on the bus, and then again the bridge scene, you know, that's all we really got of them last season. We didn't get a hell of a lot with them, but that was just absolutely you know, didn't happen. So, you know, and so yeah, it brings me just back to my point. This show has suffered a lot for changing the writers. This is a show, I can understand a big busy show, you know, needing lots of different writers, but this is, you know, it didn't need it, I don't think. It's just suffered for it, and the story's suffered, and ultimately it's led to this, which is just a pretty close to a shit show of a kind of final conclusion. Like, I think the first season got it best with the mix of Villaneve, you know, this cat and mouse, and the 12. It was a really good mix of, like, storytelling, you know, getting us into this world and these characters, but also the Villaneve kind of stuff. And then 2 kind of amped up the Villaneve, and then we dropped the 12 a lot. You know, the 12, I think season 2 suffers a lot for missing a lot. You know, they kind of just, you know, I was like, oh, is the 12 done? What is, you know, they weren't mentioned much. We kind of had this, a little kind of branch of it, maybe, with, I forget his name, you know, the crazy kind of killer guy. But season 3 maybe had a better mix, but again, because it hadn't been mentioned so much in season 2, it suffered for it. And then this season, they've just gone all in with 12, and, you know, not all in, but very, very busy on the 12, and that's fine, but you have to pay it off. You have to pay it off at the end, and not just give us this lazy, just, oh my god, thrown together kind of, you know. So we had all this Carolyn and Constantine, but Carolyn especially stuff this season, you know, a lot of time on Carolyn, you know, and chasing the 12, and a lot of time with Eve, and Hélène, and bloody Hélène, you know, all that time with Hélène, and for what? For 40 seconds of Villanelle to kill them all, and then get nah, it's not it. It's not it. It's just so lazy and disappointing, and I'm just like, yeah, just such a mess. So that's why I just wish, you know, it had kept to one writer, maybe 1 or 2, but at least they communicated with each other, and at least we got like a consistent story. Even if we didn't get one or we didn't get the other, that didn't, you know, even if because I assume with this season, oh, the 12 stuff isn't going to pay off, you know, it's all going to end up being a bit la 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 la. But we might get Villaneve, and they might go in the sunset, or they might do a Thelma and Louise, or whatever, you know. But just, yeah, just this kind of rushed ending, and just a very clear dip in quality for me. Just, like I say, I noticed it straight away, just with the weird Jesus stuff. Like, I get it, I get what they were saying, you know, Villanelle's got a God complex, but we know that, we've done that already. We didn't need that again after the growth she got from the last season. We just didn't need all that. And yeah, and again, sort of bringing this, giving us Villaneve to just snatch them away, just for shock's sake. Like, I understand, like, I think everyone, more or less, early doors was like, oh, this is going to end with, like, them both dying, or V's going to die, or can she be redeemed, yada yada, etc., etc. And that's fine if you're gonna stick the ending, but you can't just give us all this and then, like, pull the patch like that. It's just weird. It's just so lazy. I hate to keep using the word lazy, but it's just lazy, and it was just so, yeah. I'd honestly, I'd rather they hadn't have given us those nice little Villaneve scenes, you know, towards the end there. I'd rather they had just been bickering a little bit, or it'd been a bit of, you know, like normal kind of end of season 3 kind of, you know, when they're in with Carolyn and Constantine. I would have rather that kind of bit of bickering, bit of chemistry there, but don't give us anything. I would have rathered that, because this just stinks of like such an old tired trope now, just such an old kill your gays trope. Like, that's what it stinks of to me. But but that's the thing, it was always going to end with them dying, and it could have been written so it wouldn't stink of that, but still work. I actually compare this to like Game of Thrones season 8, which obviously I won't go on about too much because not everyone would have seen it and won't get my reference. But Game of Thrones, very well written kind of show, starts dipping the last couple of seasons, and season 8 just absolute, for 9 times out of 10 people, just a rushed disappointment. But everything that kind of happened is likely what is going to happen, like when he writes the books, but just the way it was written in the show was just so rushed. So I think everything that happened could feasibly happen, but the way it did was just so rushed and so poorly written, and, you know, it just seemed like some ideas were just pulled out their arse like the last minute, like, oh, let's do that. Like, yeah, not the one. Sorry, this is a bit of a jumbled of a moan, and I didn't want this to be such a moan, but, you know, I want to be honest with you. And just building up mysteries all season, just to not have them pay off, answer them, you know, again, just me saying, what was the point? What was the point of bringing up Constantine's daughter again, you know, randomly, or all, you know, all the Carolyn stuff, all chasing it, basically all of it, generally, after that ending. Just what was the point? We spent so much time on stuff that was just done in 2 minutes, just like thrown away in 2 minutes, and then, you know, just for all that, and obviously the going through what we went through when V was shot with the arrow, and, you know, they might as well have killed her then. They actually it might have been better if they had have killed her then, and we got the rest of the story without her. I think that might have been better. I might have taken that better. And again, if they'd killed both of them at the end, I think I'd be taking that a bit better. I still wouldn't be happy with it. It'd still be a very rushed ending, you know. But at least, you know, it would feel more bittersweet. This just feels bitter. It just feels bitter. There's no sweet. It's just a bitter, hopeless kind of ending that just doesn't make sense, you know, for the way the show's gone. To me, anyway, But yeah, so, yeah, that's, all in all, that's quite a lot of negatives. You know, yeah, it's safe to say I'm disappointed with this season, you know. I wouldn't be truthful for you if I'm trying, like I say, I tried to pull out some positives. Yeah, I very happily end the show at episode 8 of season 3. I won't be watching this again. You know, I won't dig this out again. It's kind of done a Game of Thrones for me almost, and like, I haven't watched Game of Thrones since season 8. I just haven't, you know, all that great kind of work just shat on. More or less, I think. Anyway, I mean, I don't know if this is the general consensus. Like I say, I'm doing this all today. I haven't checked. People might love it, and you might all be hating me right now for absolutely slamming it, but, you know, I gotta be honest. I did make some predictions at the end of season 3. Let's just go over these, see if I got any of these right. So I said Hélène will be sending hits out for Villaneve. Yeah, that sort of happened. I mean, that was kind of obvious that she'd probably do that, but yeah, she did, didn't she? Yeah, she did. She almost killed V. And did she send one out for Eve? I can't remember if she sent a hit out for Eve, but they had their moments, didn't they? So yeah, that's sort of correct. I put Eve and V will be on the run in hiding together. No, because they skipped the time, they skipped the bridge and went on with it. I mean, we kind of got a little bit of that at the end, but it was more them sort of solving shit. And I put, God, the hope. Bow chicka wow wow. That was my prediction. You know, yeah, my prediction was that they would hook up finally. I suppose that's up to an interpretation. There was a little moment in the van, wasn't there, where I'm not sure if something was implied happened. And I suppose, with the kissing and stuff, and, yeah, maybe it did. But doesn't matter, does it? This is a good one. Well, but again, probably obvious. But Carolyn or Constantine, and I put most likely in brackets after Constantine, will be killed, and it will be a big betrayal. So yeah, that's a double right. Triple right. It was Constantine, and it was a big betrayal. It was Pam, obviously, which I wouldn't have known of at the time, so I didn't know who Pam was, but it was a big betrayal. So yeah, got that one. And R.I.P. Constantine. I think that's another case of, it's hard to pick little bits and say, am I happy, when I'm just so kind of with the whole thing. I think one of them two was always going to die as well, to be honest. So yeah, I think that's probably, I don't know why they bothered mentioning the daughter, and to not, I don't know if it's implied that she's the one that shot V at the end, maybe, but possibly, maybe that's the implication. But if Geraldine's still in it, she will be involved in the 12. No, she wasn't in it. She got a little mention at the end there, but she wasn't about, so no. And this was before I knew the next season would be the final one. If it's final season, the hope, even Villaneve will end up in Alaska. I don't know where I came up with Alaska. Just somewhere out the way, I think. No, God, what I'd give for that to be true. Just them, I pretty much envisioned what was going on the island, them being self-dependent and, having to hunt and kind of stay well out of the way in the middle of nowhere. But no, it didn't come true, unfortunately. This is actually pretty good. Irina will escape, join the 12, and kill Constantine. So, not the kill Constantine bit, but she did escape, didn't she? Or was she let out? I can't remember that phone call. I think she escaped and did join the 12. So, yeah, got that one right. And I put, it was more a wish than a kind of prediction. And again, this makes me angry again. Some Eve backstory. Because we never really got any proper gritty Eve backstory through any of it, really. Considering the show's called Killing Eve. So yeah, we never got that either. Not really. Little bits and pieces, but nothing really before Nico. So yeah, those were my predictions. So I got a few there. I got a few little things right, and I wish I'd got, that even V one. I wish that had been right, but So yes, generally, sort of to sum it all up, in a little kind of paragraph, I've just written, overall, a rushed, jumbled, bit of a mess of a final season, with what could have been great potential, edge of your seat, heartwarming, tragic final conclusion, to me, just became a waste of a final season. I always knew they wouldn't be walking off into the sunset together. I think most of us probably did, like I say. But the way this lazy, no hope to be found anywhere of a final conclusion came about is just mind-blowing, and just has not been the message the show's been giving off, since the start. Just this sort of no hope kind of cycle, really, because obviously we assume Eve's just going to go back into it. Carolyn's back into it. Eve's going to be chasing again. What does Eve do now? Yeah, it's just, just such a kind of, to give V the bit of redemption and to snatch it away, and yeah, I don't know, but after 4 seasons of teasing them, to finally give us shippers a taste and then snatch it away so unnecessarily and forced in that way, I feel like I've gone back in time to the early noughties, kill your gays trope, which I've mentioned. I'd generally rather they hadn't bothered giving us those final moments with them and just left it open as usual, or had Eve die in the water with V getting shot. Despite to say being disappointed, I'm not surprised. I knew very early on, with 2 very poor written opening episodes, in my opinion, of course, with our 2 main characters at each other's throats again, with no real explanation and a big chunk of missing time, that overall this season would be a miss. Showed hope of a decent fleshed out story in a couple of places, and it had me on board in a couple of places, but sadly the payoffs just didn't come. For me, Killing Eve ended with them both turning back and smiling at each other on that bridge back in season 3. That's where the show ends for me. That's it, guys. I'm so sorry to leave it on such a bummer. I had Lucasade, I had some sugar. I was like, you've got to cheer yourself up. You're in a right fucking huff with this show. And I cannot do it. I can't do it. I'm just so... And I hate being disappointed, so I know people tune into this show, tune in to watch reactions, because they like the show they're watching. But at the same time, I don't know. If anyone watching this that is generally happy with that ending, like, fair play, first of all. You are a very glass half full kind of person. But, yeah, why? How? I just can't find it. I've tried to find little positives from the season, but that was a shocker of a final episode. Just of a fight, like I say, even if they both ended up in the water, or the ship had gone and maybe we'd seen a sniper or something, maybe we'd seen Constantine's daughter, and then it had gone to black or something, I would have liked that more. I would have liked that kind of, not open-ended, but, just something, some hope. But to just like I said in that conclusion, just the lack of hope at the end, it just didn't fit, and it's so bizarre to do, and all the 12 stuff. Anyway, I'm rehashing myself, and you've probably tuned out a long time ago, but it was a miss of a final season for me, unfortunately. I'll be happy to leave this one in the archives and end the series back at season 3, on that bridge, and just kind of make up my own mind, that they walked off they walked off and got a pint together or whatever, and that sort of thing. And the 12 stuff, whatever. But I don't know. What do you guys think? What are you as bummed as I am? Were you just as bummed? In a way, I'm actually glad. I'm quite glad that last 2 minutes were spoilt for me, because I would have been doubly pissed, I think, if it hadn't. So I went in expecting what happened. I went in expecting it. I went in expecting it to be a bad ending, and it was. So ultimately, I'm not surprised. I'm just disappointed. But hey, it has been a great ride either way. Despite this season, it's been a really great ride. We have had 3 very strong seasons, and like I say, the cast kills it every time, and they've kept it going. And Villaneve especially is just one of my favourite characters ever. She's a great character, and even though she didn't quite have the snap this season, as usual, just not quite, I still thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm glad I tuned in and at least watched it and saw it through. As always, thank you so much for joining me. Like I say, I am sorry. I don't like when I have to dislike something that I'm reacting to. But yeah, I'd rather be honest with you and tell the truth rather than be, I can't do all that kind of like, oh my God, jumping off my chair and falling everywhere. I can't do that if I'm not generally feeling it. I have to kind of say it. So yeah, it's been a complete miss for me. But hey, I am looking forward to whatever these 2, especially the main actresses, do, from here on. I always keep an eye out now for Jodie Comer stuff, especially, and Sandra Oh. So yeah, I'm really intrigued. I'm excited for that, and and I think this show's done well to give them good opportunities. Jodie Comer especially, brought her name a lot more forward in people's minds as a very talented actor. So yeah, anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Anyone that's been since, Killing Eve was the first show along with Fleabag that I did. So, thank you for anyone that's joined since the beginning, since I first started, since lockdown first happened and I decided to just start a YouTube. You've been OGs since the beginning, so I thank you, and I hope you stick around, for more things. that I'll be doing over time. But yeah, I'm gutted it's ended like this, but hey, not everything ends on a high, does it? You know, this is a brutal lesson in that's for sure. Some things just do not end on a high. Some things end with absolute pointless nonsense. But anyway, in with anger, out with love. Alright, thank you so much, everyone. Take care, all the best to you, and hopefully I will see some of you again for a future project at some point that I do. Alright, take care, everyone. Peace out. Bye.